Hi, Amrita. Thank you for taking the time out today and sharing your experiences of your self-directed internship with our members of the Emerging Markets Club. To start off with, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and real quick about your very cool internship that you did this summer?
Sure, Ashish. Thanks for having me here. So I'm a dual degree student. I'm part of the Urban Institute, which means I'm enrolled at the School of Natural Resources and the Law School of Business. I've been here 2 years already. This is my second year. And last summer I worked with a company called ENCO. ENCO is a really cool social venture capital fund. They basically invest in clean energy enterprises in the developing world. They provide local entrepreneurs with seed capital, with financing, and with expertise. And the objective really is to get as many people as possible off dirty fuels and moved over to more cleaner forms of energy.
And what was your internship and what did you do?
So I had a very interesting question. I was basically given access to two entrepreneurs of cook stove businesses in Mali and Ghana. And my job was really to help them scale from 30,000 cook stoves to 300,000 cook stoves a year. So essentially, the question was, how do you get these companies to scale? My internship covered all aspects of the business, from manufacturing to operations to marketing to competitive strategy to industry factors. It really was an end-to-end consulting project.
Wow, that really sounds cool.
Yeah.
So how did you actually go about even finding this firm and finding or creating this internship for yourself?
Sure. So I had first heard about ENCO because the founder of the company, Phil LaRocca, who also writes for The Next Billion, sits on the board of the Urban Advisory Board. And he basically told me about the company. And I met his other co-founder, Christine Singer, at the Net Impact Conference in my first year here. So I met her after a panel on social enterprise. I walked up to her and I said, Christine, your company sounds amazing. I have to work for you. To which she was very amused, and then we played cat and mouse over email for about 2 months. This was November, and I finally got her on the phone in January. And things just progressed from there. They were willing to take me on board, and that's how it happened.
And how long did it take to, quote unquote, close the deal after January?
Essentially, after the moment it became clear that they wanted help with this particular project, it was really a question of finding funding.
Okay.
And the moment I was able to secure funding, I think the internship became a reality. So I think I was finally able to sit back and relax in March.
Okay.
So towards the end of February, March.
Cool. So I guess that's the $1 million question: is that who did you get funding from, and can you share some experiences with our viewers?
Sure. So my funding was from the Urban Institute, which I'm a part of. So that was really lucky. But I did try very, very, very many places. Last year just happened to be a really tough year for the economy, which meant that nonprofit funding was really at a premium. But I'd recommend everybody to start out looking for funding at the International Institute's website. They have a great source of all the funding resources available across the university. So the International Institute was the first place to start. I'd also recommend you look at all the institutes that do work that you're interested in. So that would be ZLI if you're interested in entrepreneurship, the Urban Institute if you're interested in sustainability, the Nonprofit Management Center, the Center for Global and Public Health, and also the different. If you're interested in a particular area, then to go directly to area study institutes. And usually, some of them have funding. You might have to couch your internship as research, but it's really all a matter of wording and of what the requirements of the institute are. So
Cool.
yeah.
And when do you have to start? I mean, what is the rough timeline that you would share with the viewers in terms of when do you start looking for a job and when do you start looking for funding?
Right, so I'd say the best time to start looking for a job is as early as December. Start talking to companies, start crafting out job descriptions, match your skills with what the company's needs are. And really, I guess it is a chicken and the egg problem of what comes first, the funding or the job. So I'd say go to the company and tell them that you have the ability to get funding. And that's usually enough to open the door. develop a job description that kind of meets the needs of the institutes that you're going to be seeking funding from, and then approach the institutes. So that process will usually take you a good couple of weeks, or three weeks even. And the deadlines for most of these funding from the institutes are in as early as January, February, and definitely some in March as well. So there is some time.
Cool, great. Well, any kind of key words of advice you'd like to share with our viewers in terms of if you had to do it all over again, what would you do different?
Well, I just say stay positive, stay focused, don't get down. You know, funding's really competitive. It's not that easy to get the kinds of funding you're looking for, so just stay focused and keep trying.
Cool. Thanks a lot for your insight, Amrita, and I'm sure it'll help all our EMC members in the future.
Sure. Thanks for having me.